Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it's the 12th of February 2023. As usual, if I could ask for a favour before we go any further, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel. That'd be excellent, really would. I'd appreciate that, so please click the button if you'd be so kind. Today, band Evership and their Uncrowned King concept piece, which stretches over two albums, Act 1 and Act 2. Right, and it's a fantastically expansive, complicated concept piece based around a book by a guy called Harold Bell Wright. I suppose I'll have to read that now. And it's a proper, good old-fashioned, expansive prog rock concept piece. It really is huge in its scope. And yes, it's a bit progressive. It's a bit pomp. It's a bit symphonic. It's got all sorts going on. It's marvelous. Well, both Act 1 and Act 2 is. It's, you know, such as the scale and everything else and how it's composed and performed. Both came out reasonably recently. Act 1 was in 2021 and Act 2 last year in 2023. And I came across Evership and Evership and these two albums when I was looking somewhere else, and you know it pops up, doesn't it? You might also like kind of thing, and you kind of clicking buttons, can you, and buying stuff. Anyway, I was immediately struck by the artwork and an old, you know, as well as me Wobbum, I like me old Prog as well. And when I saw this cover, I thought that's got to be proper Prog, proper good old fashioned Prog. So I'd better buy them both. So I did. And quite inspired it turned out. Evership have done really, really well here with this Uncrowned King double act. Both albums are like expertly composed and performed. Musically, so there's so much going on, but I suppose overall you'd call it prog. But that said, there are plenty of, you know, there's lashings of keyboards and synths and clean, vibrant driving guitar riffs, some wonderful soaring solos, clear, complicated bass lines, powerful drumming, great vocals. It's got a lot, and the keys especially give it all as something of a sort of a ethereal, mystical feel going on. It's fantastic. If you're old like me and you think of what acts such as Kansas, Styx, Starcastle, Yes, Rush, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Gentle Giant, Uriah Heep, and Rick Wakeman were doing back around in like mid 70s when they were all at the heyday. You can imagine perhaps what Evership are up to here. There's so much variety in the song composition, all the different styles going on, and it's an expansive and contrasting experience to listen to both albums back to back. Act 1, arguably a bit more traditional, slightly more laid back, though there's plenty of power going on, whilst Act 2 pumps up the pomp rock a little bit, and it's generally got a harder edge than Act 1. The mixture of the longer, more complex and rangy pieces, punctuated by the shorter, more direct stuff, works so well also. But as I've said, there's so much going on with the music, and as well as the lyrics flowing and the concept told, each listen draws you in a little bit more and more, and you hear stuff that you'd not heard last time, and it's marvellous. So it's always nice to be rewarded with stumbling on stuff as good as this. And with what Evership have got with these two albums, just taking a flyer based on artwork, paid off in fine style with this for me. It's a superb blend of sort of fresh, retro, modern pomp rock with plenty of other stuff going on as well. If you fancy getting it for yourselves, I got mine from a sort of a specialist prog outlet in Wales. I hope I'm pronouncing this right because I can't speak Welsh. Curlissi Music, I think that's how you might pronounce it. Sorry if it's not, if you're watching this. And also Evership's website lists some other options of outlets in other countries dependent on where you are. I'll put links to both Curlissi Music, apologies again if I've got that wrong, and also Evership's website into the description box underneath the video, so you can pick up copies if you would like. Proper, seriously recommended listen though, really is. Glorious retro modern pomp, prog, symphonic rock. fantastic. So we'll leave it there. Evership, the Uncrowned King. Really having a bad day trying to talk today, aren't I? Evership, the Uncrowned King, Act 1 and Act 2. So there we are. Great stuff. Please subscribe to the channel before you go if you would. That'd be marvellous. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.